Alright, welcome back. This is Guy on Ostrich. That is the capital Goo, how do you do? And today, I've made another change to how I grind. And hopefully, I can figure out which way I want to do this so that we can have, some continuity going forward with this. But today, we should be taking on the gym. But today, we do not need to be doing any grinding. I have decided that I want to see how this goes, but I want to grind up whenever there is nothing left to do before the gym fight off camera, and then I will be able to go on and take on the gym as soon as the episode starts. As you can see, we got all level 12s because Brock's highest level is a level 12 Onyx. So, Pikachu didn't learn anything. Mankey didn't learn anything new. Henry, the Nidoran, learned Double Kick at level 12, and that could come in handy with this gym fight. Splinter didn't learn anything, and Wormy, you should remember Wormy from us getting into level 12 last episode. But for this gym, I'm going to take the Honey Badger, and we are going to just go ahead, walk into Brock's gym, and we are going to get that badge, and it's going to be very easy. There should be no problems at all with this. I'm gonna go in, let's get our first gym badge. Since I've already hit level 12, I don't want to fight the gym leader. I don't want to fight the extra trainers in the gym. I just want to go fight the gym leader so that there's no chance of us losing the ability to use any of our Pokemon we have because we got them leveled up off of the one extra fight at the beginning. But yeah, so we're gonna have Honey Badger face Geodude here. This should be real easy. I'm just gonna low kick, and Geodude goes down to yellow, and it flinches. Oh wow! And then just like that, we got it easy. Honey Badger gets the knockout on the Geodude after we make it flinch in the first one. Now Onyx could be a little bit more troublesome since he has the move Bind and Bide, but I think Honey Badger will be able to knock him out before Bide ever becomes useful. And with us being faster than Onyx, Bind is doing, I don't think we'll do anything, or it'll be real obnoxious, but we can get the damage at the start. And oh my gosh, what a lucky run. So, I didn't know that could happen, but just like that, Honey Badger just kicked everything so hard, they were like, ow, stop it, and then he just didn't stop it, and it caused a whole lot of issues, and no one wanted to fight him because of it, which is a very funny thing to think of. But with that, and thanks to Honey Badger kicking everything, we got our first badge. And now that means next up is Misty in Cerulean City, and our next level cap is 21. So we're going to go on to fight Misty, and hopefully we can get some other new encounters that'll be really nice, and maybe we'll be able to get some good additions to the team. I believe we'll have a good time being, and I don't know how I should be going about this right away. Oh, I don't even have to fight that person? Okay. So we're gonna go up here and skip the one fight that we'll probably walk into again after we come back. But alright, he's gonna have a Caterpie. We'll see what Honey Badger can do, and see if we need to just go ahead and take him out at any point. But I feel for the time being everything's gonna be very simple, very safe. We're just gonna scratch the Caterpie and do enough damage. I'm really curious to see if I go for another low kick, if that'll just flinch again, because if so, that'll be kind of insane. Oh. Okay. Does that? Yep. Alright, so with Weedle outspeeding, we won't be able to get the flinch anymore. So we were either going to flinch or we were going to miss every single time. That's a... I definitely prefer being able to hit every single time we go for. And I used double kick because I thought Horn Attack was at the bottom. Ah, man. Alright, well, good thing that we're poison types. We're poison type, and Weedle's using a poison type move. As you can see, I just swapped out the moves in their move slot just to be able to almost spam through quicker for like just whatever move I feel I'd rather use at the time. And then we're just gonna get Horn Attack to knock out the Weedle. They're gonna send in another Caterpie, and we're just gonna keep on using Horn Attack. Alright. So I feel like this is going fairly good. Everything's going at a decent enough pace. But alright. And to start off, like, I've decided like I wanted to bulk up and put out just get a whole bunch of episodes recorded before I ever even like get my editing software. And I want to do that just because I didn't know how my schedule would go for recording, and I just wanted to see how everything. I just wanted to get a feel and like be able to go at my pace for being able to get the videos out. But like, so I've been trying to record at several different times, and that's why these will probably date themselves a whole lot. And this could be dangerous right here. This could be very dangerous right here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and we are going to get Honey Badger out because of all the damage he took. Because Rap in this generation, like, once it attacks, it does, like, until you get freed from Rap, it won't stop. And that's how the move Bind works, I believe, too. And I think Clamp. I don't know if those are the only moves that have that effect to them, but I do know those are the moves that have the effect to where you can't attack while you're being wrapped, clamped, or binded. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, like, I've been like just going at my own pace, trying to get like episodes recorded, and it'll definitely date it, but I was talking about sports in the last couple. I think I mentioned the Titans losing to the Jets, and that was really tough to go and watch through that game on TV. But the good news is the Titans beat the Jaguars this last week, and the person our Nidoran is named after is on pace to break a whole bunch of records in for the NFL in rushing this year. So maybe the King rushes for 2,000, and maybe the King's gonna be what wins us the lock here. But who knows? As we just continue to go ahead and fight all these random trainers, And I don't know how other people feel, but like Gen 1's not really my favorite generation, but like I've already touched on, I did start with Gen 1 because I wanted to go in order of the games so that we would have Gen 1, then Gen 2, then Gen 3. But it's a really cool like aesthetic to the game to see like the old like all the old pixels and graphics like that. Like I think it's a really fun thing, and which this is kind of the stuff that like these are more of what I grew up with, was with these like just still pictures and like animations that flashed on the screen throughout. But I would say like it's a real fun thing to go back and play one of these games every now and again, just to like realize or see how like the old games were compared to where they are now, where you have all these 3D models and real elaborate moves. And I'm not sure how I feel about fighting all the trainers, because if we're not allowed to have any like healing in battle, I don't know if there's really as much of a if there is as much of a worry for the money that you would get from everything. But I mean, I guess you could argue the TMs and that you could get from everywhere, from places, and I believe it is Celadon is the correct name of the city, where they have the I'm blanking, but they have the slot machines and the game corner, the Celadon game corner. In there, I do have the ability to get a Pokemon from the reward station, which I will be taking advantage of. I will be able to get any gift Pokemon that is given to you, and I'll be able to keep those gift Pokemon. And excuse me, but I'm gonna probably just go at my pace, and if I just decide to come up with like rules that are different from what like other people are accustomed to for the hardcore variant, then I'm sorry, this is just how I'm deciding to go at this. But I think like with the hardcore, the like main thing is keeping the set and no healing items. And there's a possibility I have touched on this earlier, but I am looking at if I go 10 runs in, I will be changing up. I will either be going to the next generation and considering that I failed at this, or I will be just making it a regular Nuzlocke with healing and with being able to switch in for like each battle. But I think there could be a very interesting set of going on. I want to go ahead and check. I thought I had only 5, but so I'm gonna walk over here, and this guy's gonna say he's got a deal for me. He'll let me have a Magikarp for just 500. And the thing about Magikarp is it only learns 3 moves total, I believe. It could be just 2, or it could just be the move Splash in this generation. Because like I said earlier this episode, I'm not very well knowledgeable when it comes to this generation, as much as I'm not as knowledgeable about Generation 1, especially when it comes to the Game Boy Color versions. Alright, so Magikarp, spoiler alert, it evolves into Gyarados. So, that's a water flying type. Oh my gosh. Alright, now let's see how I spell. Let's go carp. Oh man, is it carp a diem? Well, if that's not how you spell carpe diem, I know there's a C instead of a K, but if the rest of it's not how you spell it, then oh well. Darn. It seemed at least clever enough to go with. I want to see if I actually have any. I only have 4 balls. Probably should have checked on that before I left and came over here. But I want to go ahead and walk all the way back now. That is the problem, I believe. That's going to be the main problem when it comes to the hardcore rules, is I will be a lot more inclined to walk all the way back compared to continuing forward. So if I don't remember well, then it could be just a long walk back. We'll take 12 Pokeballs total. Alright, no repels. So that's fine. I guess it is probably smart to fight a lot more of the trainers so I can get money for the balls to be able to catch everything, but this could be, it'll be interesting. It's worth it's always worth just trying and seeing how it goes compared to, like, if I need to fight every trainer, then I'll probably be needing to do that on either the next run, or we'll either be doing that on the next run or in the next series. As I scratch the Spearow, and it's a crit. Alright, cool. That Spearow probably didn't like me enough anyways. So, we're just gonna go on and not worry about it at all as we go into Mount Moon and we will walk around and we will find TM12. That's TM is where Bullet Seed is in the Gen 3 versions, and that's Water Gun. Could be a really nice thing to have. Oh, here's our encounter. We get a Zubat. Now we want to make sure we catch the Zubat because we want the ability to... Alright, I thought I'd done the same thing again. But like, we really want to be able to make it to where I don't have to worry about catching a Zubat anymore into the game. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3. And Zubat was caught. Alright, and we're just gonna call this a very easy thing. We're just going to go B-R-U-C-E. If you know, you know. Alright, and then we're going to find a potion there. So, whenever... Carpe Diem's just gonna stay at level 5 until we get to a spot where we can actually grind. I'm gonna... Yeah, I like having Henry out here for this compared to anything else. Like, I feel like Henry can get some good training in this cave. As we should... I feel like we'll fight a whole lot more different things that Well, I mean, he only has a normal and a fighting type move too, but I feel like his poison typing's gonna be a lot more helpful and not hinder as much in the cave. And Henry's gonna grow to level 13. Cocoon is gonna come out here, and we're just gonna go ahead and switch back to Wormy. We'll switch out to Wormy for the first time this episode. Our Butterfree, and we are going to use Confusion. Have it super effective because Kakuna is still bug poison type. And we are going to use Confusion twice on it, and we are not going to knock it. We are going to knock it out and continue on. Next, I believe we're going to fight this person who might have either a Jigglypuff or a Clefairy, I think. It's a Clefairy. So, we're going to go for double kick here. And look at how much damage that does. I kind of feel like it should have done more, but at the same time, I don't really know. So, we're going to hit it twice again. And that'll be that for Clefairy. Henry gains the 24 experience. The last is like, oh, well, darn, I lost. And we're going to go on through this cave. And just carry on for a decent amount of time. There's a reason that I would have preferred to have had repels. I feel like we're going to be at a good enough level to fight all the trainers, and I'm just kind of curious. And unless I can, I'm gonna just, for every wild encounter, I might just speed up and get the. Yeah, I like that. I'll try and speed up in all the wild encounters that aren't going to be something I can capture, as the super nerd wants to fight, and he sends in the electric, only electric Magnemite. His steel type is not introduced until Generation 2. Magnemite is only the electric type. And I believe that in Gen 2, Steel and Dark were both introduced, for one of the main purposes being to take care and give weaknesses for the psychic type, because psychic types were very, very good at this time in Generation 1. I'm really looking forward to. I am really hoping, I should say, to get a Abra. If I can get an Abra, that'll be a very nice addition to the team and will cause a lot more problems for everything else, and I believe that should make it a fairly easier run through the game. Oh yeah, I can speed up during that. And we're going to keep this up and try and gain some extra levels and keep the flow going at a better pace. We get a rare candy, and I am going to hold on to that for now, so I can just save that and be able to use that later on whenever if there's ever time that I need an extra level that I'm not really feeling like stressing it over in video. But we get the Caterpie and the Metapod. I'm gonna go back out to Wormy again. Wormy's gonna do great things. I believe in Wormy and its Confusion. The Metapod, gets critted, and it keeps on going for Harden because that's the only thing it knows to do. Oh, that's not. I thought that was it but nope, there's one more thing. I'm going to use Wormy and hit this other Wormy with Confusion as it tries to slow me down, and we're still faster. But alright, we're gonna hold on and keep on going. And at this point, I'm gonna go and head on back to the Pokemon Center, and we're going to end off the episode right whenever I heal up, I believe. Alright. So, yep. Alright, we're gonna heal up, and then we'll be back on for next episode. Thank you, and remember, I'm Gowan Ostrich, and that is a capital Goo. How do you do? Peace out.